Hello and welcome to that Deacon on YouTube. Last month, I said I was hired by a church as Parish administrator and was also their deacon. Before this, I was working for a real estate website and I was pursuing the diaconate. One day, I and an art history professor from church were set up to offer the artists and the world field trip to the Norton Salmon Art Museum in Pasadena. For those interested, I will put a link down below. Just before the date, I got an email from the rector of the church not too far from Pasadena, who was newly installed. I had known the new rector going way back when she was a transitional deacon. After the art museum, I met with her for coffee. She asked where I was in the diaconal process, and I explained that if I were made a candidate, I would start seminary in the fall. She said that if I were a candidate, she offered me the job as Parish admin. She also wanted me to head up pastoral care. She was at my sponsoring parish when I was always tending to the needs of parishioners. She then said that I would be up at the altar on Sundays and would preach. So my office hours would be Monday through Thursday, and I would be off on Fridays, which means I would have off as seminary were held on Fridays and Saturdays. She also said that after I was ordained, the vestry had decided to pay my employment as clergy, not laity, working as a parish admin. This was unique in the Episcopal Church. All told, I was in my position for 13 years, 10 of them ordained. For years, I have heard that a deacon should not be hired by a church, as they are placed by the bishop, and only the bishop can remove them. This ensured that I was deacon. I didn't accept the position until the bishop said okay. Just a reminder, if you find these videos interesting and informative, I hope you give them a thumbs up. And if you feel so moved, sharing them on other platforms. I hope you consider becoming a subscriber, and then by clicking on the bell icon, you'll be informed when a new video is available. This was my first experience being Parish admin, so I have nothing to compare. But I first learned that I knew what was going on inside and outside the parish, since I had to put the newsletter together. I would collect stories and requests, so there was little I did not know. One of my duties was to attend the finance committee, so I knew about the finances of the parish and their focus. I also thought if I thought of something, I could then get approval, and then my plan to be discussed and voted on with the vestry. The parish had 5 rental properties. Thank God I didn't have to manage them. But one day, a couple of people came into the office representing a company that housed elderly people in homes with a nursing staff and other workers to care for people, one person per bedroom. We had to refuse the offer to rent, but I asked people if anyone had reached out from churches in the area. They said no, and I said, if you want, you have a chaplain. As it turned out, I visited 2 homes near the church once a week for about 4 years. I met some wonderful people, and I helped raise the church's profile within the community. I used my discretionary fund to hand out gift certificates to Subway, enough for people to have a meal. After the financial crisis, I saw an uptick of people walking in the office, so I got to know them by name. So you can see, having a deacon as parish admin does have its pluses, especially visiting homes around church. And the church allowed me to arrive late one day a week visiting people. Thoughtful Walking was a highly successful community outreach program that connected members of the church with other people in the community. We had about 15 people walking each week, and through the years, 4 people joined the church community. You too can start one. It's really easy. I laid a link below explaining the ministry. I hope to start a Vancouver version this spring. One year, on Palm Sunday after church, I offered a live Station of the Cross following a path down Main Street, but I named it the Stations of Our Cross, calling participants to reflect on the teachings by Jesus and the ways we fall short. I invited the Roman Catholic Church to take part, as I knew their deacon. Much to my surprise, the pastor of the church also was there. And after the last station, I said to the Monsignor that in a small city, it's too bad church leaders are not familiar with one another, and that we don't get together and support each other. The RC pastor agreed, and out of that construction, I suggested that he take the lead, as this would of the biggest church in the area. In no time at all, pastors from the Episcopalian, Roman Catholics, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Congregational, LDS, and the United Methodist Church all participated. We met on a quarterly basis, and as a group, we met with reps from the house school, private schools, the sheriff department, and the city, rolling out a new emergency program. This group would meet during the day. So this and all the other things I was able to do would not have been done with me working outside of the church. And the congregation and my rector supported me in these various public ministries. As for me, being a parish admin was certainly a total plus, as it enabled me to help and support lay ministry in many ways. Next time, I think I'll offer some thoughts about the ruckus involving the Anglican Communion. Thanks for watching, and see you next time as we prepare that Deacon on YouTube. Bye-bye.